three or four multiple questions, like multiple choice kind of questions. Give me one word answers to them. We have tons of opportunities. You'll have Deansborough, you'll have case competitions, you'll have your internal projects, you'll have on-to-cop IBC. Where does this position rank in your priority list between 1 to 10? Just give me the
So 1 through 10.
yeah.
3.
One is being the highest.
One being the highest, like this is your priority, and then as you said 3, then
I mean, I would like to quantify that by school, family and friends. 3.
That's good. That's a good one. Yeah, this is well, if you got family and friends, you threw me off right there. But aside, this is professional. I put this as professional, not my family. So this is number one. I think building your program, you're investing in it, is important. And so this is my number one. And then school is number 3, and my startup is number 2.
Number 1, this MBA is my life right now, and I'm totally dedicated to this presidency.
Secondly, to my family, above all the rest.
One good idea, like what do you have? This is your chance. One good idea. Just describe an event or a plan, something that you probably have thought of. If you haven't, it's okay that you don't have anything right now. It's fine. But I just need the name or an idea that you have, not the execution.
I would say intercultural trip.
Friends and family excursion.
What was the question again?
Any idea of an event that you might have, like an event or something that you can do?
An event?
Yeah, anything.
Well, I think networking sessions are the best
Mhm.
for anybody to come together,
Mhm.
and those are number one. Bringing in speakers to motivate and push people to be better than they are.
Well, trunk or treat for families.
Anyone else has any questions? Ruth? No, sorry, for us first, and then Ruth.
What's your vision with MBAA for the next year? What do you see MBAA to be when you would be leaving, considering you've been serving this position for 1 year next year?
I think that as president, the vision, and I talked a lot about that in my speech, but I think that where I see it in a year, I see it potentially a higher rank, but then again, rankings are 2 years away from what we're currently doing. But continuing on excellence and elevating ourselves in programming, number one, and that programming is based in community and also career. And then I also see potentially driving more inclusive efforts as well. So not just by country, but by gender, by race, by a lot of different things. So inclusivity is much more than that.
That's a good question. Thank you for the question. I think the MBAA is a business, and it matters about the culture, the people in it. We are team members for this business, and we want to make this better, make more. Our money is rankings. The higher we are in ranking, the more our value increases, like I said in my speech.
I'm not sure if I 100% understand the question, but based on the answers, I think I have a fair idea. For me, I see the MBA Association as a platform that serves the needs of the MBA students. So I think my vision would be to just do whatever we can, even in our wildest dreams, to just bring everybody together and to execute activities, organize anything that people would need to come together as a cohort, as a 2-year cohort.
I would say that the first mission for the board, I think, to be to learn from the experience of the current board, and other than that, plan at least as good welcome for the next year students as we got, and other than that, I would love to collaborate with all of the board to come with a proper agenda.
We have multiple leadership organizations in our program currently, besides MBA, like King's Fellows, Peace Competitions, and so on. So how do you plan to collaborate with them or support them and align your vision with them that everyone is working for the benefit of the program? How do you ensure that everyone works together for the benefit of the program?
I think to align the interests of multiple members, communication is key. And it's almost always lacking in almost any situation, any environment. Constant and proper communication where everyone is on the same page, everyone has access to the same information, and everyone is on the same platform. I think that would be the biggest driver in collaborating among all these different boards.
Yes, I definitely agree with Rebecca. And to build on that, talking to these leaders, sitting down with all the leaders of all these organizations and bringing them together in the table, you know, and asking what they want, what they need, and what problems they're having. So, because if they fail, we fail. We're all a team, and it's better, and it's, you know, with grow together.
And I want to echo their sentiments as well. Genuine input and being able to cohesively work on a mission statement and being able to put that into words is also going to be critical for this position, and to bring individuals, like they said, to the table. Effective communication, but I think that it goes beyond just the communication, but it goes in written word. It goes in the actions that you take in this role, and opening those doors to other individuals and their valid input, and being able to sometimes bend the knee and say, you're right on this. We should go this way with this programming and things, and not being the end all be all as a president.
I really believe in listening to each other and understanding each other's needs. One thing that I do know, that as a president, I will take fully responsibility for all of those you mentioned.
Ruth?
Have any of you served in an exec board organization? And if you have, how are you developing that experience
So I did not serve at any board before, but I did sit with a lot of corporation boards, presenting my ideas and being there during strategic discussions and decision-making process, and I think it could be a big leverage for me.
I was on the executive board of my last at my last job. I was also the team leader in my last master's program for a year and a half. I was the team leader for that entire time. And so far, I've learned that it is so important to be open to critique and to understand that you don't know everything and your way is not the best way, and to accept that input from other people. And just being open to that makes the world of difference.
So executive boards. So in the military, 6 years, I definitely stood in executive boards, but my decisions were people's lives. So that was my decisions were really important. My company make decisions every single day. Which way to go, listen to a bunch of opinions, and filtering through and finding out which is the most important, which will lead us to the vision. Yeah.
I have a rather unique experience with this because I worked for an MBA program, and I worked directly with the student government actually for 3 years of my actual work experience. So I know the ins and the outs on the side of both the staff and what they're seeing things and things that they might not be telling this type of organization, or that we just can't work with because of something that it's a rule that they can't do or deal with, and I have that unique perspective. And so, but I've also been on strategic implementation boards in my past experience as well for the nation or the entire College of Business at Mizzou. So I have both that experience in strategic planning, but then I also have the unique experience of working with an MBA program, but more on the staff facilitation side, which gives me a pretty good, unique perspective on this. So.
Yeah, Taylor, you go, but real quick answer we are.
Okay.
It should be very short.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to say, just based on, the past couple board meetings we've had so far, is that our budget for next year is very different than what it is right now. It's pretty restricted. We have things kind of set out per, member what we think will work best. But, it's important to keep that in mind. So knowing that, I know we discussed some ideas of things that you'd like to do going forward. A lot of them unfortunately sound quite costly, which can be out of our reach. So can you give me just one idea of something you'd want to do next year that's either free or very little cost, or maybe could even be a fundraising opportunity for us?
Great. No, great question. And I actually have dealt with a budget situation just like with this with our last program. And I worked on the staff side of that, but that we can't use funds for alcohol or things. So yeah, it's a kind of a Debbie Downer. But I think that one of the best things that we can do as an organization is fundraising. And something involving both this college-esque and something where we can involve our alumni and bring them back for an event. Maybe it is featured around homecoming. But we did a giant raffle and bingo night actually at our last program, but something along those lines where you're bringing back alumni that can heavily invest in potentially a non-for-profit or something that we're raising money for. And at the same time, it's a fun event. A bingo night, for instance, we strategically did that because families and friends can come, and it was open to everyone. So.
Money. That money's good. Money's important. I definitely have experience raising money. I've won $30,000 for my startup. And again, the MBA is a business too. Raising money, I can reach out to alumni. There's always people, there's always money out there. You just gotta go find it. And that's something I can find.
So I will say earlier in the summer, when I was a part of the summer program, we had a movie night. It was hosted at someone's apartment, and we all brought our own snacks. So it was free of charge. And the most important thing coming out of this was that everyone who was here at that time, who was physically in Champaign, came out to the movie night. And it was lovely. And I think I would like to see that happen again. I don't know if maybe people are just more open to movies as opposed to, social activities where, alcohol is involved. But I think it would be a good idea to try to have something like that again.
One of the things I did as a consultant was cost reduction. So I have lots of experience coming to a plant and find ideas how they can do what they do and even more and better with less budget. And also I will consider some volunteering events in the community which not cost money and it's great fun.
Thank you.